Hey guys, welcome back to INSANEBRIT Gaming. I'm the INSANEBRIT, and today is the 2017 Q&A, or question and answers. People have been asking for me to do this. It's been about a year since my previous one. I will leave the link in the description below, all the annotations actually after this video. The last one that I did, just in case you want any more of this. I don't know how long this video is going to go on for. I'll probably stop it every 10 minutes and then, add it together, because the voice of this mic or the camera has been mucking up on my videos sometimes when I've been doing these vlogs, so the sound's been distorted. So I'll do a 10-minute range or markup, I'll stop it and I'll add it on and just call it part 1, part 2, whatever. So yeah, I don't know how long this is going to last. You've been submitting your questions all week, or past 2 or 3 weeks, via Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, so if you want to follow me on there, all links will be in the description below as well. So I'm going to I don't know who the questions are from. I didn't have time to write their names and everything. It's irrelevant anyway. I've wrote the questions down and I've submitted them in here anyway. So I do have a lot of football questions, but I'm going to try and break them up as much as possible because I don't want people to get bored of all football questions. You know what I mean? At least in theory. So what computer do I have? Okay, I have a PC. My PC is a GTX 960 NVIDIA graphics card. i5, I believe. If I get anything below an i5, I could not do the recording that I do on my PS4, Xbox One. I didn't know that at the time actually, and luckily I got it. It cost me about £800. I would have got a 970, but Amazon at the time, I was doing a free trial and I didn't cancel it, and then they took £100 or £90 rather out of my account, and I got fucking pissed at that. But there's nothing I could have done, so I had to get a lesser PC, as it were, just on that basis, or I could have waited. But waiting would have been just a big bitch to me, man. Like literally, the most annoying thing ever. I was waiting. I saved and for months to get what I did, about £800 or whatever. Like I said, as I said, it cost. Very happy with it. There is an unboxing on my channel if you want to watch that to see me unbox it and stuff. You'll see what it looks like. I have posted pictures on Instagram of my PC. I believe I have. I'm sure I have. It's on the early pictures. I've only got 100 pictures there. You can just go all the way down and you'll see it. It's the name of the casing is the Tactician or whatever. I was seeing PCs yesterday. I was looking at them actually, just in general online on Vibox, because that's what I prefer to shop with right now. And I was looking, and you could build your own PC and stuff. I was putting pieces together just to have a look at how much it would cost. And I think the one I went for, I was trying to be realistic, but at the same time, get what I want. And it still come to £2,000, and I was like, shit. I would like to, if I could spend that money on that, I would, no doubt. I'd be like, yes, and then I'd have a beast PC or whatever, better, up to date, whatever. So yeah, in terms of my laptop, my old one was an i3. And I believe it's an Asus one. Again, the unboxing's on my channel. 25,000 views it's got thus far. An i5. The difference between the i3, i5, and i7 is a 25% speed difference or whatever, or power difference, whatever you want to call it, in terms of the i3, i5, whatever. I don't know too much about PCs or whatever. It's my first one. I didn't know a lot about it. I got the internet in 2009. I paid for it myself. I mean, a lot of you probably your parents have paid for it and everything, and you grew up with it. And there's a lot of young people out there who are watching this channel. 17 to 24-year-olds are my main audience, and I always say a lot of you guys are probably smarter than me when it comes to internet and all the rest of it. You know what's what, and probably how to build your own PC. Where I don't really know that stuff. So I was a total noob, and still am a noob to a point, even though I've learned a lot over the years. So in 2009, I got the internet, and it was a whole new world kind of scenario, you know what I mean, to me. I did have it at school and stuff, but it weren't the same as having it at home, as it were. This relates, to my next question. What made you want to do YouTube, And again, I got the internet in 2009, and I saw these, I didn't have even a YouTube account. I just used to watch stuff that my friend used to send me, or say he would phone me up and say, put this in, or something. One of the first big YouTubers I could, honest to God, say, who I watched was Angry Joe, the Angry Joe Show, which you probably know. He does great reviews. I absolutely love his content. I only watch the reviews nowadays because I do more YouTube than I actually, now I do YouTube. I rarely watch YouTube like that, and if I do, I'm watching some political person who's doing satire or something like that, or something like that that's going on in the world to entertain me, or whatever. And then some music videos. If I find 1 or 2 songs on a show that I like, I'll go and look at them or something. But for the most part, I can't really think of anyone else who really inspired me. I mean, the DSP Gaming, I used to watch him. You know, I'm trying to think of who else. There's a lot of people out there with a lot of talent that I used to watch, but I can't remember their names because I don't watch them anymore. Oh man, what's his name? Freddie Wong. I used to watch him. I think that's his name, Freddie Wong, who does the animations or oh man, yeah, he does some kind of sketches and stuff like that. They're very funny. Moved on to bigger projects like I think it's called High School Gaming. He made a TV show like that. It's on Netflix, I believe. So you know, I mean, I wouldn't say they all inspired me, but you know, those are people I 100% admire. You know, and basically, I always knew I wanted to do YouTube, but I didn't have the confidence to basically do it. Is what I'm trying to say is, and the knowledge and everything. You know, you just sit there. You know, when you see something, you go, "Oh man, I wish I could do that. I wish, you know, this, or I wish that." And finally, I made it happen. Out on my own accord. I don't know what sparked the interest. What it was. I think that's right. I was doing vlogs. I kind of want to get into that in a little bit actually, because it's going to go into another question. But what made me want to do YouTube is basically just seeing other YouTubers doing it and thinking I wish I could do it. And then one day I started doing it, and then slowly but surely it took about a year or whatever to perfect it or whatever. And then, you know, but I'll get into that a little bit later on in the Q&A. Who is your favourite Chelsea player right now? Oh man, this is a tough one. Fabregas is fantastic. I don't think we should sell him. Eden Hazard right now is like just the man, you know. But I think that's everyone's favourite player to a point. But other than him, if you take away Eden Hazard, who's like the main star right now at number 10, take that. I've got to say Fabregas. Yesterday in training, or no, sorry, not training, in a game, I think it was a Fulham one. He was found 24 passes out of 24. That's not fucking bad. That's fucking perfect. So, you know, for me, Fabregas is absolutely key. Oh, and Diego Costa. I've got to mention Diego Costa. Diego Costa is fucking fun to watch play. Whether he's scoring goals and beating the opposition or just fighting them, it doesn't matter. He's always entertaining. You know, of course, it's better when his head's down and doing the job that he's supposed to do, etc., etc. And I'll say more on that later on, actually, in this Q&A, because there are questions relating to football, as I said before. Alright, here we go. Right, straight away, the next question. My God, we're going to have... Okay, so I've got a few questions here relating to football, but again, I'm going to break them up. So, if Costa leaves, who is the best person to replace him in your eyes? There are so many players out there, but I like big, physical, strong players like Didier Drogba, Diego Costa, whatever. So I would want to go like for like and replace him, and I would go Lacazette. I would love to have gotten him. Of course, he's gone to Arsenal now, which is disappointing. And then Lukaku, who's now, of course, gone to Manchester United. And I will say more on that as well, because that's another question in its entirety. And then I would have went to Benzema of Real Madrid. Having said that, who's available right now? I think just based on goals, I would say please get Morata. He's young. You pay £80 million for him. He's scored goals. He's got the business. He's at Real Madrid. He went to Juventus. He's done and been it all kind of scenario, and he's just waiting there. And I would love to see us get Morata. If we're going to spend £80 million, let's go on a young player. Don't go on a 28-year-old fucking the guy from Dortmund. I mean, you can go for him, Abraham or whatever his name is, Pierre something. I can't say his name. 28 years old, I wouldn't want to pay £70 million for him. Another 15, 20 million, and you can get Morata who's 24, 25. And he's got pace and everything, and again can put the ball in the back of the net. So yes, he ain't proven in the Premier League, but I would like to see him come to Chelsea. But in terms of options, if we're not going to get Benzema and of course Lacazette and all the others not in a position to come to us, then Morata is my choice right now for me. Okay, so next question. You get quite a bit of hate. What motivates you to keep uploading videos? Hold on guys, that's a good question, but let's check the video. Alright guys, we're in about 9 minutes. I'm going to cut the video off here and then I'm going to go back and add it on, because this is an important question. I don't want the recording to muck up. Be right back. Hey guys, welcome back to part 2. So the next question is an important question. Now I did do a video, but it lasted about 10 minutes just on this one question, and I had to numb it down. I really do. Well, dumb it down. Not because it was angry or aggressive, but it went on for 10 minutes of me doing a speech. You know how I rabble on sometimes. Okay, so the next question. You get quite a bit of hate. What motivates you to keep uploading videos? Okay, so first and foremost, I got the hate mostly out of the cookie review. 82,000 people have seen me eat a cookie. That still amazes me. I think people liked it because it was rubbish in a lot of ways. It was terrible. It was amateurish. It was this. It was that. It was just funny. I had a cookie coming out my mouth, you know, and that's what probably a lot of people have an appeal over that, you know, just laughing at it or whatever. And I get that. Of course, a lot of laughter, or maybe even just taking the piss. Not hating on me, but just taking the piss out of me. Whatever it is, what it is. You do get hate. Haters come. It's popular, it's trending. People will hate on it. It doesn't matter to me, but it is a reality of anything. People are going to love what you do. People are going to hate what you do. It depends. That's fine. I've always said, why the fuck would you subscribe to me if you fucking hate me? Fuck off. So yes, just put that out there. I have actually told subscribers to fuck off. I am a very unique YouTuber, and it doesn't bother me to say that to people. But that's only in the context of if they're hating on me. Criticism is criticism, and that's fine. I get that. I can accept that, but I cannot accept hate, and I will not accept hate. I'll tell you to fuck off. Get off my channel. Eat a dick, and I'll fucking block you, and I don't care. It's irrelevant to me what you think of me. I'm not going to have hate being spouted at me. I don't ask everyone to kiss my ass or anything like that, no way. But I simply block haters, to be honest with you. I started doing that. Essentially what was happening at first is that I was just answering them back, talking shit, and that was fun, and that was okay. I enjoyed doing that to a point. But it got boring. It just got boring, and people were saying the same stuff, and I was like, you know, it ain't constructive criticism. It isn't, we think you should do this, why are you doing this? It's more, fuck you, blah 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 blah. And I was like, nah, I'm not fucking. So after a while, the hate did die down, because remember, I didn't do food. If you're new here, I didn't do food reviews after 4 months after. I still didn't do food reviews. People were telling me to do it. I didn't do it. I should have done it really and capitalized on it to get a bigger audience, but it never happened. So 4 months after, I did do it, and whatever. And it's a hell of a lot better now. I don't get any hate as such, and there's an occasional odd hate comment here and there. But like I said, why, if you hate on something, why would you even bother to subscribe to me? So most of the people who subscribe to me like my content now. You know, there are a few people that hated on me and bothered me sometimes, or tried to, or whatever, and in the end I just kicked them off and blocked them in the end. So that's more or less how I deal with hate. First and foremost, it was not giving a fuck anyway, which I still don't to a point. But at the end of the day, like later on, when it got boring to me, I just fucking blocked them and just moved on, told them to fuck off and everything. So yeah, that's how I more or less deal with it. So any hate that comes my way, I'm talking genuine hate, then I just fuck you off. I don't care. Fuck you. I tell you to fuck you, and that's it. Sorry, it's how I feel. I get very angry sometimes. I swear a lot, as you'll probably know in Knack, if you're watching Knack. My bad. So what motivates me to keep uploading videos? Well, I do it because I love doing it. If I didn't enjoy doing what I did, then I wouldn't do it. And I'm able to do freely what I do. I'm able to swear, express myself in my gameplay, and do various things, whether it be vlogs, food reviews, or whatever. I just get up and do it every day like it's a job. I won't lie. And I want to, well, my whole idea, probably what motivates me, is to share my experiences with you. You'll see me laugh, you'll see me cry, you'll see me die, you'll see me get angry, whatever. You know, that's my whole motivation, to experience these games with you. You may not want to watch the games. I get that. In terms of food reviews I think corresponds to the actual question itself. What motivates me to do food reviews? That's an interesting question, because that is not something that I predominantly do or wanted to do in the beginning. So what motivates me? I think if I find something interesting that I think you guys would maybe like, sometimes it's hit and miss, sometimes they're boring, sometimes they're really good. You know, it's a new product. When they stop inventing food, but like doing different things, I'll stop doing them. But until then, I can do them to the best of my ability. Sometimes you have new stuff that you're interested in, like a new burger. Other times there's this kind of bread that they've got out. You know what I mean? It's not that interesting, but at the same time, I do it once a week for you guys. It's there if you want to watch it. If you don't, you don't. And that's the way it is. Maybe you'll come back every few weeks and want to see 4, 5, 6 videos, and you'll marathon them all. I understand that point of view as well. You know, I just did one food review, and now I've got like 30. You know what I mean, or near enough. So yeah, guys, the food reviews are just motivated by you guys because you enjoy them, and I do them for you. That's the way I look at it. Yes, it gives me views. I won't doubt that, and subscribers. But I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. If I look at my view count on games that I play, I don't get that many views. It's quite disappointing. I ain't got 100 people, 150 people, 1,500 of you that not watching my content. That is a reality. That's very disappointing to me, and that's kind of heartbreaking to me in many ways. And I look at those numbers and I do think, oh man, what I'm trying to do is what I'm trying to do, but it isn't appreciated by my fan base because it's not what they're into, and I have to deal with that on a level of professionalism or whatever you want to call it. But it is quite heartbreaking to me. But at the end of the day, you'll watch what you want to watch, and it's freedom of choice. If you love my gameplay, you'll watch my gameplay. If you love my food, you'll watch my food, and I have to respect that as much as I want to say. The YouTuber in me, or the business person in me, whatever you want to call me, says, fucking watch the content. 1,500 of you fucking watch it. What the fuck are you doing? But you can't do that. It's a reality, and I have to respect that, and I do. And I fight every day in the Facebook groups and stuff like that, and I'm posting content. Not everything's popular. I do play most of the older games right now, etc. The games are expensive at 40 quid a pop and stuff like that, so you know, I mean, I could buy that, but there's so many other games that I want to play anyway. Like, I haven't, like Halo, the Gears series. There's other games I'll be playing as well. I'll be bouncing around to lots of different games as well. So yeah, that's just you know, sorry, I've gone into a rant there, but that's basically what keeps motivating me. Essentially, is to get bigger, to share my experiences with you guys. Okay, the food review's separate maybe, but you know, it is what it is. Who was your favourite Chelsea player of all time? Oh man, it was Dennis Wise, but you're saying all time? Oh man, what a bitch. There's Ian Robin, there's Didier Drogba, there's Diego Costa, Peter Cech. Oh man, it's got to be Lampard. I think Lampard. I'm just going to say Lampard. It's so many there. Zola was great as well, to be honest with you. Is that Zola and Lampard, to be honest with you? Well, Zola for his tricks, but Lampard, you know, just his abilities, passing, his goal scoring ability, everything. He had it all. Complete package as a player. What else is next? Favourite pizza topping? For me, it's pepperoni for me, all day. Right, pepperoni feast, stuffed crust. Absolutely fucking delicious. I have got cheese pizza in stuffed crust as well. I do like cheese pizzas. Here's a tip for you. Well, this is what I did recently. I mean, probably old school. You probably know this already all day long. But basically, what I was doing is I got a cheese pizza, and it was just cheese and then the tomato under whatever. And I got an actual tomato, sliced up the slices, and put it on top of the pizza, and then cooked it for 25 minutes, whatever, in the oven. And it was fucking delicious. So if you get a pizza, cut up some tomato, put that on top, and cook it for 25 minutes, you know, whatever designated time is, and you will fucking love it. You will not regret it. It is delicious. So that's what I was doing. So yeah, basically pepperoni and stuffed crust, my two main features of any particular pizza. I have tried pineapple and ham and that. It's alright. I used to have it a lot. I thought it was different, but at the same time, I haven't had that in a few years. They keep coming out with new ones, like the meat feast, the meatball one, I think, and then you got bacon and all this kind of stuff. The least favourite pizza of mine has to be mushroom. I like mushrooms, I can eat mushrooms, but I don't like them on my pizza. There's something about that. It just pisses me off. I don't like it. It just don't go well for me. I mean, that's just my opinion. All time favourite pizza topping, okay, this is I'll get onto this. Wow, why have I wrote that other question down? Sorry, I'm just looking at one or two questions. How much do you make from your YouTube videos? Okay, so that'd be the next question, but how long am I on this video? About 9 minutes, guys. I'm going to cut it off and then jump back in just to check the recording and everything. Like I said, there's a bit 10-minute breaks anyway in these intervals, so here we go. Hey guys, welcome back to part 3, sorry. I was about to say, welcome back to INSANEBRIT. Get what? You know what this video is. I keep doing that. It's just in automatically now. When a video camera comes on, could be a family video, I'll say, hello, welcome back to INSANEBRIT Gaming. Ah, what the fuck is wrong with me? It's instinctive. You know, I've actually, speaking of which, I'm on Skype with my friend sometimes, and I legitimately, when we're saying goodbye, go, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I've legit, it's installed in me now, man. It is ridiculous. That's why it used to be really hard for me to say it, and like I'd be like, please like, share, comment. And I'm like, now it's like, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'm actually getting off the phone. I'm surprised that I'm not on the phone with government people or anyone, and going, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, that's installed in me now, man. So I might, when I say goodbye to you, I might say that. I don't know. So now the next question. Wait, what was it? How much do you make from your YouTube videos? Now, this is a question that I keep getting over and over again. If you think that you're interested in doing YouTube, or you think it's some kind of major profit or something like that, it is not. Unless you maybe go like viral and get like 400, 500,000 subscribers, and you keep doing what you do and you get 300,000 or 400,000 views, then yeah, you'll get a shitload of money. But it doesn't work that way. So, how much do you make? It doesn't. It goes on analytics and stuff. So let's go. You get, say, 80 pence or whatever, or from YouTube. I don't know about any deals that anyone else particularly does, but in terms of views based on just YouTube and AdSense, which all I deal with, some people would have deals with, I think, certain companies, and every certain amount of views he got, this kid, I think, got 10 pence per 1,000 views or whatever it was. I don't know what it was. I can't remember his deal or something he had going on. I haven't got anything like that. I just work with YouTube in itself. They take 50%, I take 50%, and that's great. That works good enough for me. So basically, so I can only speak for myself. Really, I can't really tell you for legal reasons, I don't believe, but I will just give you the gist of how it works. So you'll get a certain percentage. I'm going to say, let's just say 70p, right? For every 1,000 views on your video. So if you get 1,000 views on your video, you'll get 70p. So let's call it £1 for math's sake. So I got 4,000 views this week. I got £4. See what I mean? And that's the way it works. And then at the end of the month, that builds up into a certain amount, because there has to be a threshold. You have to earn over a certain amount. If you Google it, it's £60. It can be more, and then it goes into the account, and then it builds up. So maybe last month I earned £10, and this month I earned £5. Just say I did, right? I don't know. So that's £15, and then eventually after a few months it goes up to £60, right? If it's low numbers. And then you'll go, yeah, £60, and then you get paid £60, or you can up that to £700. And when you get £700 via YouTube or whatever, if you're earning that kind of money in the space of whatever period of time, they give it to you at a designated time, but they can only hold it for 1 year. So let's say you built up £700 over the course of a year, they will then have that in that account. But wait a minute, December's coming up; it's the end of the year coming up now, so they're going to pay you or whatever. So just get that money off of them, and then you can. They pay you in that retro. But that's how it works. So every time I get 1,000 views, I get 70p or something. So it's not profitable at all. It is not. Well, for me right now, it is what it is. That's just, So I spent. I just do the math. I'm just going to tell you. I spent about £3,000 overall on equipment and God knows what. God knows how much on content. And I haven't earned anywhere near that. I've earned under £100. So I do it for the passion. That is what I do. I do it for. I do it because I love doing it. The whole dream is to make a living off of it. Yeah, but that's very far between, and it doesn't work that way. So it is what it is, and I accept that anyway. But I enjoy doing it nonetheless. So guys, on average, 70p every 1,000 views or whatever it is, and that's literally what it is. So yeah, not very much at all, but that's fine. It is what it is. What game do I always go back to? I always go back to FIFA. It used to be Call of Duty as well, but I got bored of Call of Duty. I just can't bother to play them online. It just pisses me off. I become shit online anyway. But yeah, FIFA I always go back to. It's a game I play almost every single day. I absolutely love FIFA. I play the seasons. You know, I just build up my team. Sometimes I'm Chelsea, sometimes I'm Real Madrid. Now I'm not AC Milan. I'm now Juventus. And I'm enjoying playing that, you know, buying young talent. And that's how I know a lot of the young talent out there, because I actually watch them on FIFA grow and progress and who comes through and whatever else. So yeah, essentially FIFA is what I always come back to. That is my main game. It used to be SOCOM Confrontation, my favourite game of all time. Like, my god, it was absolutely brilliant with my clan and ABN and everything, my friends. I mean, I'm mostly American, I won't even lie, you know, I used to stay up really late, I do, and, you know, but that game shut down now, and I don't play online as much anymore. I mostly play story-based games, etc. I can play COD, but I'm not into online games as much as I used to be, trying to prestige and everything. I think I've only been online on Call of Duty. What's that one that I was playing recently? Modern Warfare, whatever it was. I only played online once at that, and it didn't really interest me as much. You know, I died so many times. I'm not the best at them anyway. Never really was. But I'm more of a team player. Don't get me wrong, I can kill and get kills, but in terms of KD, I'm shit at it. I can't be bothered with it. I'm not that good, and I'm just realistic about it. I don't care enough to play it and get better at it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So that's the game I go back to, just FIFA right now. There's nothing else I really go back to, and if I do go back to anything like online, it will be a COD or a Battlefield, or whatever. Go back to, oh man, why did I didn't really look at this question properly. Oh, I forgot it was in here. Do I have any views on Scottish football or the Old Firm derby? This is where it gets hairy a little bit for me, because in all honesty, in my honest opinion, I couldn't give two fucks about Scottish football, and I just say that because it's shit. It's either Rangers or fucking Celtic, and there's not enough teams in there. There's only 12. I don't rate it that much. I'm not going to say, oh, they're shitter than Chelsea or English league, or like the teams comparison. I do believe it's just a weak league, and I don't really watch it. I have no interest in it whatsoever. I always find it funny when they're playing Barcelona. I'm just like, Barcelona win the league every year, well, near enough every year, world's best player, going to Scotland, taking them on, and I'm like, really? To be fair though, they have won a few games that made it tough for them over the years. They've probably gotten better as well, better quality players. I just think the league should maybe, if it can, increase to 20 teams or something, make it more interesting and people invest in it. I don't know, it is what it is. Maybe you have to accept that, because they mostly have, maybe, dare I say, just guessing, Scottish players there. And I'm not talking about Scottish players, I'm talking about mostly Scottish players. If the English Premier League had all English players, or 98% of them were English players, no Cristiano Ronaldo, no Didier Drogba, no Diego Costa, it would be a shit weak league, along with everything else, you know, like if you take all these foreign players out. So that's probably maybe a part of it, where they haven't got as many decent foreign players, or they're just going with the Scottish whatever. But then, you know, I mean, that's just a theory. I mean, I don't know. Old Firm derby, I have no real interest in that. I'm not even too sure who the hell that is. I'm very weak on Scottish football. Is that Rangers and Celtic? I don't know. Again, it's just my opinion on Scottish football. I mean, maybe your thing, but it's not mine. I love the Premier League. I even get pissed off at the internationals, oh my god, international friendly or international World Cup qualifier. Oh, fuck off. Give me my Premier League. Fuck England, because England are fucking shit. They bore the shit out of me. I'm sorry, they just do. And that's me being, I mean, I'm English, and I fucking, you know, I got my carpet is the English flag, but I can't stand the football. It's just disappointment. You know, we had the world's best players, Steven Gerrard, Frank Lampard, John Terry, Ashley Cole, Joe Cole, and all the rest of it. And Wayne Rooney in form on his day, David Beckham, whatever you want to call him, and didn't do anything, and I can't be bothered with it. And I'm like, now we've got a very average team. I think the nation in itself is very realistic in terms of who we got. Oh wow, yeah, that's a very average team. Nowhere near the quality of Gerrard or Lampard or the rest of them, or Scholes. So we ain't doing fuck all. So the expectations is low, and I rarely watch it, and I try to avoid it, and I just get pissed off when it cancels my Premier League. So Scottish football in general, I think it's weak, and I don't really watch it. It don't interest me in the slightest. And I'm just being honest about my feelings on it. You know what I mean? Hell, it doesn't mean other people don't enjoy it, but again, that's just my view. We're 10 minutes, guys, so I'll bounce around to the next question, the next part of the video. Alright, guys, this is part 4 of the Q&A. So the next question: if another video goes viral, like the cookie review video or the cookie vid, do you think you'll handle it differently? Yes and no. So, for example, I would give the haters a big fuck you and won't care. And then I would look at whatever content it is. Hopefully it's gaming related. Let's just say it is. I would look at if it's online. Was I swearing? Did I get my ass kicked? Was I this? Was I that? I would have to look at all the aspects of it and then try and continue to do more. Maybe on other games, different games. I don't know. It depends. If it was a food review, then let's just say, because they're my most viewed. Let's be honest. Let's talk about they did go viral. Just say one randomly went viral. I would probably just say it was a McDonald's one, because everyone looks at the McDonald's ones, right? For example, they're like popular, 800 views in a month or something. So I just say it got 20,000 views. It was going up and up and up. Well, I would say, I mean, there's not much I could do other than continue to do that. Like, keep going to different burger restaurants to a point, and then doing comparisons maybe. I don't know. But it'd be hard, because them burgers only come out once every now and again. So it's not I can consistently do it. I can do it over a period of time, because they come up with new burgers. Bacon and egg with something on it, I don't know, and then alright, that's just this month, and then like 3 months down the line there's something else. So it wouldn't I would just have to keep doing food reviews, etc. Obviously anything greasy and new and like a kebab or a nice burger is gonna get, it's gonna be good and everything, but like I said, I've downgraded a lot of, I do supermarket stuff and various things like that, food reviews and products that you can buy every day by yourself, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a special edition or anything, you can just I've reviewed any food product really, is what I'm saying, or most of them, or to a point, in theory. So yeah, I don't think I'd handle it much differently other than look about what video went viral and then adjust accordingly based on the fact, do they want more of it? What did I do in it? And if it was gaming, do I switch games? Do I play more online? Do I this? Do I that? It just absolutely depends. But whatever, it is what it is. Sometimes things could go viral in theory with numbers because they're new. So if I bought a new game every day or every whatever, I would get 100,000 views on Call of Duty World War II gameplay or something like that. A lot of people, for example, in the gaming industry, if you're a streamer or something and you're really, 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 really good at the game, like Call of Duty or Battlefield, and you're a beast at it, you get tapped on the shoulder and contacted by the likes of Activision, and they say, hey, look, we like you, you're really good at the game, can you please come to an event for us? And and with that, my fan base was all audience based. Let's say I had 3,000 fans and I was really good at COD, right? I go to Activision or something, and then they're like, hey, watching INSANEBRIT Gaming on YouTube. I mean, all my followers are obviously going to watch it, or in theory, if you're, and then all the new COD people, and then I walk away from that event and I get all the people watch the Activision show or whatever on Call of Duty, and they come to me, they think I'm good, and I can do 40 kills and 2 deaths with a knife or something like that. So it would work that way, kind of thing, like in terms of gaming or whatever. So I think it's, I would like to go viral again, but and hopefully it's one of my better videos. But I know a lot of people like to see people muck up and fail, or just, it's just, I mean, mine went viral for comedy purposes more than anything. Not oh my god, he was a beast in the video or something, or he was amazing at this, that, and the other. I just did a food review at the end of the day, and it was, a lot of people found it hilarious, and some poor, some, whatever. It is what it is. Who are non-gaming YouTubers that inspire you? Ooh, this is quite hard for me because I don't really watch a lot of YouTube as much as I did. I did say Freddie Wong earlier on in the thing. He's a good YouTuber and does various things, sketches. Who else? Who else? I won't lie, they're mostly political people. Some people, oh man, I'm gonna get thrown under a bus for this one. You know, I watch a lot of political shows sometimes, and I'm more about the presenting skills that they do. You know, sometimes it's Infowars.com. Alex Jones, he makes me laugh. The passion he has in his voice for the story that he's talking about. You know, he's got that motivation, and he just, you know, he's someone who says what he's saying, but whatever he's saying, he really believes it. His presenting skills comes across really well to me, and it's just, you know, I know he does a lot of theory stuff or analysis and stuff. He just comes across to me as someone who's really passionate about what he does. I know that's probably confrontational to a lot of you, but I'm talking about the passion in which he actually does his job. I don't watch a lot of political people. I just watch politics now, some gaming. I'm sorry, I don't know where I stand with that. So if anything, I'm going to just say to Angry Joe, because he does a lot of, you know, as I said, his reviews and stuff like that. They're really good. I'm nowhere near good in his editing and all that stuff and all the high quality stuff that he does. I don't watch food reviews, believe it or not. I do not compete with, or I do not try to compete with food people or whatever. I don't look at what they do because it don't interest me myself. It interests you, and you'll come here and watch it with me, but I don't watch other people. And you'll find that YouTubers who do, obviously, people that do YouTube watch less and less YouTube. They have the one or two people that they watch, and they're fans of, or they're friends of, they've met throughout the world, because other people admire other people. I'll tell you someone that does inspire me, Boogie 2998. He does vlogs like this and stuff like that on various topics. He does some sketches. You know, he's a really good guy, and I used to watch him a lot. You know, and then there was something recently that happened to him. He got yelled at by Sarkeesian or whatever backstage, and he has anxiety issues and stuff like that. In actual fact, my friend said I looked like him. I said, you know, I had a beard and everything, you know, and I was like, fuck off. You know, I'm sorry, it just annoyed me that maybe I am like him, I don't know. I don't really think so, but whatever. I think because essentially, you know, I sit there with some glasses on and a beard, you know, and whatever. It is what it is. But yeah, so I used to watch a lot of him, and especially his Boogie sketches. I mean, his Francis videos, because they're just funny, and they've gotten better, as it were. They do points, legitimate points that you know about the situation, and you know, and he points them out. You know, it's like anger, but it's not rage and just general rage to rage. It's pinpointed rage about specific things, about whatever he's raging about, the incident, the situation, the product, anything. So I do enjoy them every now and again. So yeah, that's he's a gaming person. He does speak about some gaming news and does a bit of streaming here and there, but mostly he does vlogs. So yeah, that's somebody who inspires me as well. Who else? What's the next question? Okay, now this guy. Can you say subscribe to Kazar Gaming? Kazar, I spell it the way you spell it, Kaisor. Okay, so first and foremost, I don't really do shout outs to people very often in terms of YouTube, especially the fact you're a gaming channel, but I'm going to mention this for a very, very specific reason, and this is one of the problems I had. So here's a tip for you, and this is anyone. The way he's spelled it, or the way he said it, or no, the way I said it, and you know, like I said, I'll do the spelling for you specifically. Right, Kaisor Gaming. Okay. Now, there's a few things that people asked about. So, okay, so first and foremost, I don't do those kind of shout-outs normally, but I'm doing it for a very specific reason. Second of all, people that do ask about this kind of shout-out stuff about their channel and this stuff and that, I go to their channels. They ask me in the comment section. I go to their channels, and they have fuck all. Fuck all. They've got nothing. It's garbage. The same with a lot of haters as well. When you look at the hate they send, I go to their channel and they've attempted something, and it's about a 2-minute piece of footage, and I'm like, it's a piece of shit, and your whole channel's shit. I often say that as well. And they just are. They're just shit. As relating to this guy's Kazar Gaming, there's another fundamental problem you have, is I could not find it. I could not find your channel. There's like 10, 20, 30 other people with your actual channel name. And this is a problem I had. Killer Gaming was the you notice in that cookie video I did. Hey, welcome back to Killer Gaming. 20, 30, 40 other people had the fucking name. It's an okay name, but when other people have it, it doesn't really work. I've only now, just about more or less with my brand and everything, established myself as INSANEBRIT Gaming. You type in INSANEBRIT Gaming, the cookie review pops up, or it say INSANEBRIT, and then it have cookie or something like that, and then, or INSANEBRIT Gaming, you'll have me right at the top, dominating the shit out of that, all my content. So if you try that on Google or whatever, or yeah, Google or just YouTube in general, I'll be popping up at the top. Just type in my name and all my shit comes up, and there's no one else with the same kind of name. So my opinion or advice on that is to have a very unique game. So let's just say your name was, I don't know, Chris, I don't know, then you want to call yourself something unique. So let's go Chris 6-shooter, whatever, or maybe you want to have gaming in the name, so you would say, oh man, I don't even know, shoot to kill gaming, or something. It has to be really unique and specific, you know, and that's a problem a lot of people have probably, but at the same time, if you don't have the content, people will not come back to your channel. People, I mean, I've got an established fan base, but they don't watch my gaming stuff like that. So you have to come out, and I'm someone with subscribers. If you haven't got subscribers, that's going to be a bitch for you to gain anything. But again, a lot of people have no content who have these so-called channels. I don't know, it is what it is. But hey, that's just me. So yeah, that is a problem. So casual gaming or whatever, you better change your name or do something about that, because everyone's got your name, like it already exists, and I couldn't even find it. I'm just giving you an honest opinion of someone who's actually looking for your channel, and I cannot find it. You can say, oh, send a link to it, and that's fine, that's great, that's perfect. But at the same time, people generally looking ain't going to understand your name, don't know, you know what I mean? There's other people with you there. Like the Killer Gaming thing with me, there's like so many people with the same kind of name that it just got lost, and that's why I partly had to change. Alright guys, that is the end of this video. We're on about 12 minutes just on this part. I'm going to cut it off, and I'll see you on part 5. Hope that helped. Alright guys, this is part 5 of this Q&A. My god, this is going for quite a while. Alright, this is a big... This next topic's quite big in many ways, but I'm going to go through it to the best of my ability in the short amount of time. This might take up all 10 minutes, I don't know. How did you battle your depression so well and come out as the man you are today? That's quite funny. Sorry, it's that man bit you are today that makes me laugh. As you can see, I'm not a man, I'm still a kid. Okay, how did you battle your depression? Okay, I was given... I'm going to give you my quick story. I'm just going to summarize. I'm not going to do a massive drawn out thing. I'm just, you know, try and make people feel sorry for me. I think no. Especially if you're new here. I know you guys probably don't know all my backstory and everything. And there is a vlog on why I started YouTube that goes on for about half an hour. And it talks about the depression. So I'll leave that in the link in the description below to give you an more in-depth, greater bit of story. So I'm just going to put it to you, and I'm going to say, first and foremost, I suffered from depression for a number of years. It went undiagnosed, and when it did, I finally got pills, but I did not take them. I didn't want to take them because I was scared of change. I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to do anything like that. Just lack of confidence, everything, like depression, anxiety kind of thing about people watching me or whatever else. I don't know. I avoided people like no tomorrow. So yeah, it was just one of those issues. Essentially, I went on to of course, I was on the pills, well no, they gave me pills and everything, but I was on benefits or whatever, and then they said to me, oh well, you have to go get a job and do this and that, and they took me off of it, and essentially I went to a place, I'm not going to name the company is a cunt and I fucking hate them, but I went to the company, and a specific company, and they basically put me in touch with Chelsea Football Club, who I do love, and I will mention, obviously, you can see, oh sorry, it's this camera. I don't know what side's what because the camera's the other way. So yeah, they put me in touch with the Chelsea Foundation, and I basically started a what was it? I started a business studies enterprise or whatever it was, business startup or whatever, and that gave me some confidence you had to study about business, and I started studying YouTube a little bit, and you know, they had some advisors come in and were doing some research with us and stuff like that, so I learned more about YouTube. And essentially at that point in time, my brother was doing weights, right? He was doing weights, and he borrowed them off his friend. And then at night, I started lifting the dumbbells, the little weights, you know what I mean, at night. And I was like, okay, this is good, whatever, you know, just doing it. And then one day, his friend took them back and said, oh, I want my weights back. So his friend took his weights back, and I was pissed off at that. I was like, no, what am I going to do? Because I lift the weights, you know. And essentially, I bought a set of 500-pound weights. When I talk 500 pounds, I'm talking 500 pound money. Okay, there were 500 pounds set of weights with the bar and whatever, come up to about 50 kilograms. That's how much, like, in terms of weight, the weights are, right? And I got them for 50 quid. They came from Canada. So I don't know what the economy's like in Canada. I paid 50 fucking quid. It was unreal. So £50 for those weights. It's like a pound for like 50 kilograms. You know what I mean? With the weights in the bar. It was ridiculous. A great deal. So I saw that on Amazon, snapped them up, and then I started lifting weights. And essentially, guys, I was doing exercise and stuff like that. Just doing the weights, and that built up my confidence. My back was injuring me. I've always had a bad back, a very weak back. So I did deadlifts and stuff like that to make my back stronger and stuff. So I was getting stronger and more confident, and that's what I recommend you to do to beat depression. I basically did exercise, but I didn't go running in public or something where I thought people could be watching or anything like that. And you guys can do the same. You can buy a fitness table or whatever and do it in your own living room when no one's going to bother you, and then, you know, and it will get you out of your rut if you are in a depression state. The doctor will tell you to exercise and walk for half an hour a day. He's right, but at the same time, if you want to break your depression really and speed it up, I was doing weights every single day, and essentially that's how I beat my depression, guys, by lifting weights. And I recommend anybody try it. Buy a set of weights, and you will keep doing them every single day. I had sets of whatever. I did 150 reps of whatever. Then I went to 250 or whatever. I ain't done them in a while, really. I should get back to it. I've been meaning to. And that's basically how I beat my depression. But of course, but at this point in time, I was doing more stuff with Chelsea Football Club in my class and everything, which I passed and everything. And then one of the guys, his name's Moses, actually, great guy, said, look, if you're doing YouTube or something, just buy a camera. And put it on your laptop, and then sit in front of it and talk and whatever, or buy a little, or he used to basically do it with your iPhone or whatever. And my iPhone's shit, or you know, and I still wouldn't do it even today. I'll do some things with it here and there if I'm out and about, and I just show you something about what I'm buying or where I am. But I now got more space on my iPhone. Essentially, I bought a camera, this camera right here, actually, for £20. I had my laptop, of course, and I sat on the floor, and it was a very bad vlog. Compared to what I do now, it is complete shit. I was sitting there, and I was talking about various topics, gaming, in like vlogs on this is happening, that's happening, anime is going to be banned here, whatever topic it was. And then, of course, then I started writing what I was going to say, and that's essentially what I do now. I write to pinpoint about what I want to do on what I want to say, and I'll go down it like I'm doing here with these questions. But I'm open with you on the questions because they are written here, because I can't remember them all, and that's just, you know, and my presenting skills and stuff over a period of time have gotten a lot better. So essentially, guys, to beat depression, exercise is where you want to go. That is how you beat it. But the reality is, when you get up every day, or you don't want to get up every day, you don't want to be exercising and you don't feel motivated to do that in the slightest. Trust me, if you want to beat it and become stronger mentally, physically, emotionally, do exercises. And that's how I was able to deal with all the hate and all the bullshit, I suppose, when I really think about it. I was a very feeble and weak person in many ways when I was a kid. Probably always picked on, always a quiet, shy guy is who I was. Now, you know, very different. My friend says to me, Chaos, I've been friends with him for 18 years, said to me a few weeks back, compared to who you were and who you are now, it's night and day, completely different people. And you know, so, and I like hearing that. I kind of have a smile on my face when I hear that, because I don't really know. I know a bit of how much I changed, but I don't know how much I've changed really. I let other people do the judging on that. So yeah, guys, that is essentially answers that question. That is how I beat depression and all the rest of it. The next question. Hold on, I'm trying to find it now. Oh yeah. Who inspired me to do food reviews? Funny enough, not a very interesting well, it's an interesting question, but it's not an interesting answer. Nobody inspired me to do food reviews at all. Nobody. I was just walking home from Chelsea Football Club, doing the course, and I went to a Sainsbury's, and I thought, I saw something, and I thought, I want those. I wonder if, and then it was in my head, should I do a review of those? I had no content. This is before I did gaming and stuff. So this is before I had a PC. It was before I had a monitor, any of that. And I was like, I wonder if I should do a food review. And you can see me in the video when I make the video. Don't worry, guys. I'm doing gaming topics and content and gaming news. This is just something I'm doing for now. And I did a food review and I left it there, and you know, I don't know who saw it, I don't know anything about whatever. I didn't even have a Facebook page at that time, at least I don't think I did. So, and then like a while later on, I saw I had 600 views. Then it had like, I was like, 600 people see me here, and then it was like, and then it went up and up, and then one day I started getting a load of messages on my phone. It must have been there for a year, because I was doing another course somewhere else, and I was coming home and I kept getting notification after notification after notification, and that's when I did that vlog in the park with me walking home, and then that got 2,000 views as well, and then people on radio started talking about me as well and stuff like that. But essentially nobody really inspired me to do food reviews. It was just on a whim, and you know, ironically it kicked off, and you know, and I'm still doing them to this day, luckily enough, you know. But yeah, so no one really inspired me to do the food reviews. Alright guys, we're on about, as I told you, one a very interesting answer, to be honest with you. What's the next question? Hold on. What do you think made me more popular than other food reviewers on YouTube? Okay guys, I'm going to stop the video here and then join me for the next part. Okay guys, welcome back to part 6 of this vlog. Holy shit, I've been doing this for like 50-60 minutes now. This is crazy. I didn't think it'd go on for this long, but that's the amount of questions I got. I'm going to answer them all to the best of my ability. Okay, so, and we've still got a shitload to talk about, oh my god. Alright, so, what do you think made me more popular, or you more popular than other food reviewers on YouTube? I have an idea, but essentially it's just a thought. It is not fact, and I have no real clue, like, in terms of why or whatever. A lot of people on YouTube, from what I saw, because the food reviews do pop up on my thing. Oh, well, there's a food review, I'm watching it back, or I'm writing comment onto somebody, and then it'll say, watch this person, watch that person. I don't know, other than the fact that, well, see, other food review people are shorter, 3 minutes on average, 5 minutes. Food challenges and stuff like that. Never take the food challenges away and do the food reviews. They're about 3 or 4 minutes. They're edited. They're brighter. They've got bright thumbnails, and they've got energy, and they edit their stuff. I don't edit anything. What you see is what you get. I'm real. I keep it real, and being real, it takes me 10 or 15 minutes to eat it and to analyze it and to talk whatever. I may not be the 100% best and accuracy at it, but I'm just giving a view about what I'm tasting, what I feel about the product itself, is it value for money, whatever. And I do probably stuff that people maybe in theory care about to a point. Some things are more interesting than others, some hit and miss. I think that maybe people got a bit bored of food reviews in recent weeks, I don't know. Or maybe I just ain't done that interesting enough, and I understand that point as well. And I've been meaning to branch out and do other things, and that's a mistake on my part. I've really slacked off with that, and that's a mistake. 100%, I admit that 100%. So yeah, in terms of why do I think I'm more popular, I think my videos are longer. I think I take my time with them. I don't know if people enjoy just, I don't know, maybe people enjoy watching me eat. I find that very bizarre. I don't know. I'm unsure about that, you know. Fans come and go all the time. I gained more fans than I've lost, of course, so I'm not too sure. I mean, you know, if you have I'll be honest with you, right? If you look at it another way, I suppose, if you go to someone and they're doing a food review, they might do food reviews, I don't know how many times per week. And if they're 3 minutes on average, that's not very longevity. Why would, I'll be honest with you, I don't know why I would subscribe to a channel that only does 3-minute videos, unless I'm just after information. IGN, for example, do 3-minute, 4 or 5-minute videos on news that's coming up, like here's the headlines, this is happening, and then I've got the information and I can leave. If I'm looking for an actual video or food review, or maybe it's just because people want to watch me enjoy the meal or hate the meal or spit it out or whatever, I don't know. So maybe that's why I'm a little bit more popular, I don't know. Or maybe I'm just down to earth and whatever, I'm very honest and whatever, I don't know. Maybe because, again, you know the reason you like me or the reason you come back. I don't know that reason really, I'm sorry, I just don't. So it is what it is. What else is there to talk about? How do I feel about where I am in my YouTube career? That's a good question. How do I feel? I think I'm in a good place. I always knew that I could be bigger and better. Well, I could always be better, but I could always have been bigger with not doing food reviews straight off the bat. I feel that I'm constantly in a fight with myself and with YouTube and what I'm doing, because I want views on my gaming videos and I don't get a lot because I'm playing older games, and that's my fault. It's almost like saying I want some food, I'm hungry, but you've got the money to go and buy some food, why don't you go buy it, and you don't do it and you complain that you're hungry. I know how to get popular quick, and well, I say popular, just be in the know, in there, and that's essentially, I don't know, just say Call of Duty comes out tomorrow. Alright, buy Call of Duty, I'll play that, everyone's watching, 1,000 views. Next week, Battlefield comes out, play that. Assassin's Creed comes out next week, buy that, play that, and that is how you gain tons and tons and tons of views, and that's how essentially people build up their things, and that can work, and it will work. But at the same time, which I probably should do, might have to end up changing the way I do stuff, because I'm quite slow paced on releases of my videos. What is 2 a day, takes up an hour. Where do I feel I'm on it? I feel I'm in a place really where I'm doing stuff that I enjoy, other than Halo 1, piece of shit. Halo is now dead, finished. But that was because it was a shit game, and that wasn't my fault. I didn't make the game, I'm just playing it, and I'm suffering here. But it's over now. Thank God. So you can see Halo and the ending of that, by the way. So yeah, so I'm playing games I want to play. I want to progress through the older games to be more interesting games. Where do I feel I'm at? I think, I mean, the fact that nearly supposedly 1,500 people are watching me plus is pretty amazing to me. I'm very grateful for that. I wish it was more. Always more is more better, as it were. I'm happy with the range of content I'm doing. Unboxings, because I haven't had the money to invest in games and stuff anyway, because I've been doing all this place up and everything, decorating, paying money, wood flooring now I've got, if you can hear that. My carpet, alright, that was only a carpet, £100. Xbox One S I got, I've been investing. I'll do an unboxing of a PS4 Pro coming up in the near future. I'll have more unboxings. I do the simulations, which I'll get to as well. FIFA simulations, someone's asked me about that as well. I play shooters, I play computer games, I do the simulations, I do food reviews, I do reviews, but I'm really lax on the reviews recently, and I've got one coming up, but I'll release it at another date because I don't want to oversaturate my channel with too many things in 1 day or 2 days. No, because then people want, the videos get swallowed up. A lot of videos do get swallowed up because I release 2 a day. There's tons of it. Even the food reviews, dare I say, get swallowed up before the gaming content. So it is what it is. Man, I've been sitting here for like an hour, man. I ain't even moved. But yeah, I feel I'm in a good place, and you guys sharing my content, whether it be food or gaming, really helps me out. I'm fighting every day for my gaming channel, or the gaming part of it, to really kick off, and but like I said, I pretty much already know the remedy, and probably have to get back to that at some point in time. And I think I'll probably find a new formula. I'll just say Assassin's Creed come out tomorrow, I play that, and then I go to Halo 2 to say next time after I complete it, because people want to see the new games. I get that, and there's some downtime all the time. I've always got backlog of games to play, and it is what it is. Some people like me want me to play like the things like I don't know, older games like shit. What was that game the guy wanted me to play? Like on Final Fantasy or say, or they want to see me play it, and I'm like, half these games I'm shit at, or I don't like the game style or play, and I don't really want to play something like that, or I know I won't be able to play it, or I'm just going to suffer through it, or I'm just going to rage quit and think, fuck this game. So it'd be a way. So, and I don't want to do that, because then if I do that, and I rage quit it, that means I've spent money, 30 quid, 20 quid, whatever, on something that I don't want to even play, just for somebody's entertainment, which I don't mind doing, but at the same time, it ain't going to give me value for money, it isn't going to give me enough content, it's going to be a waste of money, and I could have put that elsewhere, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. So yeah, I feel I'm in a good place. I might have to change my tactic over the next few months. I don't know. Money will be reinvested back into the channel, etc. And any donations I get via PayPal or Patreon, which I haven't really stuck on the Patreon. I'm more happy with PayPal, because PayPal gives me the money directly, and then I can be in contact with you more direct and stuff like that. Just say if you said, hey, look, I'm going to give you, just say, I don't know, I'm just plucking a number of £40, saying it was a new game, right? And you say, buy this game the day it comes out and play it. I'll be like, I'll go do it, man. I'll go. You've paid for me to go do it. I will go do that, and the money's there, and that is a way for you to fund me directly and stuff like that. And how many minutes we're on now? We're on 8 minutes. What's the next question before I break on to something else? Who is your favourite fan? I'll just jump in there. There was a few questions down, but it's a short one. Jade, obviously, you're my favourite fan. You know that. I don't really pick out too many individual fans. I know there are people who have been there long term, who I know speak to me every now and again, or and they're watching, and I'm like, I recognise the name. Charlie Livings, is that his name? Or there's a bunch of others who contact me here and there, and I recognise the name instantly. Like, oh yeah, he's still watching. Okay, he's still waiting. And that's always good. And but yeah, Jade, yes, you're my favourite fan. Okay, I'll throw that one out there. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna see you on part 7. Shit. All right, man. I'll see you then. Okay, guys, this is part 7 of this Q&A. Good God, my spine is killing me. The next question is, how do you think your fans treat you? My fan base treat me. How does your fan base treat me? My fan base treat me fine. I mean, I don't really know how to answer that question. Most of the negativity is gone. Most people are there to watch the content and enjoy it, and they comment if they do, and that's great. I appreciate that. If you are here for food or whatever, or gaming, any piece of content you watch, whether it be an unboxing, a vlog that I'm doing, I appreciate it all the more, because I know most people are here for food, so when I put out something different and you or something that's not really relating to what you guys would use here for food, and you watch something else, that is important to me. That means so much to me, because that means I'm reaching out and getting more fans, or hopefully more fans about whatever else I'm doing, like I said, gaming or whatever it may be relating to. And I always try and give you more information, more than anything, and I try to give you an honest opinion. That's what I'm here for. There's going to be no sugarcoating it. There's going to be real honesty there about what I'm experiencing, how I feel overall over the product or whatever. So, and I hope you guys appreciate that. So I more or less try and pay back some of my fan base in the knowledge that I give them in whatever content I'm doing. My true thoughts and opinions. That's all you're ever going to get here. Nothing more, nothing less. And I'll always be honest and say, hey, look, I'm a fanboy of this product, so be careful because I'll say what I say. But what I can forgive, you won't forgive. That's just in content in general, in gaming content and stuff like that. I think my fan base treat me very well. I think they're waiting for me to do something interesting that they want to see or whatever, and they're there, and that means a lot to me. All right, they may not, all 1,500 may not jump on my channel and watch everything I do, but again, maybe if they forgot, I didn't do food for 4 months, etc. So, for the most part, if you follow me on social media, I always try and do something and update you on whatever. And I don't know, it's another question to ask, but I don't get mistreated by my fans. I just wish that I think, if anything, I wish my fans would, like any YouTuber, right, it's reality, I wish that all my fans would watch all my content, you know what I mean? But that's just, so then they get more entertained, and, it is what it is. But whatever, thank you so much for sticking around, and I hope to grow more anyway. So I don't know, it's another question. How do my fan base treat me? They treat me just fine. There's no real negativity there. There's always compliments about what I'm doing, more positives than negatives, etc. So yeah, next question. What do I think about JT or John Terry joining Aston Villa? John Terry. He left, obviously, Chelsea, or, didn't leave, we kicked him out, or just said, fuck you, we don't want you anymore, which is unfortunate. He's still got a year to do, I feel, in general, around, he could have survived another year at Chelsea, but he didn't, Chelsea didn't want him. He went to Aston Villa based on the fact that he didn't want to play against Chelsea. I understand that you are a hardcore fan, and he couldn't, well, he is a legend there, and couldn't bear the thought of playing against Chelsea. Having said that, I would have thought he would have went to America or somewhere else, just on the basis of get out of the league, experience a new culture, a new city, wherever, and I would have recommended him do that, to be honest with you, whether it be Japan, but Japan's going to be a bit of a bitch, because yes, you would have earned loads of money, but then you've got to adapt to the language and all the rest of it, so I understand he might want to stay in England, but even if he wanted to do that, I don't know. I would have stayed at the Premier League, but he didn't want to do that. So he signed a 1-year contract with Aston Villa. He's been to Birmingham. I don't rate the city that much for various reasons. So I wouldn't want to have moved to Birmingham. That's the way I would have looked at it. I'm not moving to fucking Birmingham. It's just one of those things. That's my opinion. You know what I mean? Like some people wouldn't want to move to various cities around the world. I hope he has his fun there or time there. He's captain of Aston Villa. They appointed him. I don't blame him for going. Maybe he wanted to stay in England because of his kids and stuff like that, and he didn't want to move schools and all that kind of rhetoric. I get it. Assuming he's still married. I think he's still married to his wife. I'm unsure. I think he is. So yeah, I can understand that. He has moved up to Birmingham for a year. I would have thought, like I said, I wish he would have went maybe to abroad to play his trade out there and whatever. But hey, it's not going to affect me in the slightest. I don't care that he's gone to Aston Villa, play against us or not, it wouldn't have bothered me. I'm sorry, that was a fundamental point I was going to make about this. There are still Chelsea fans, older Chelsea fans, who I've been on a Facebook group, and the one guy was bitching about Lampard. There was something came up about Lampard scoring a goal on a team we were facing, Man City, and they were bitching about how Lampard scored against us, and he was upset about it. I thought, fuck off, who gives a shit? He scored against us, we've won the league last year, won the Champions League 1 or 2 years ago before that. He didn't cost us a league or anything. Who gives a shit? Who really gives a shit? So if John Terry made a tackle and stopped someone from scoring like Diego Costa, for fuck's sake, yes, I'll be pissed. But he's doing his job and whatever. It wouldn't have bothered me. But in his own mind, John Terry said, no, I don't want to play against Chelsea. And I respect that. You have to respect that at the end of the day. I just hope that... I don't know how much money he's getting now. That's an interesting. I won't lie. It probably would have been based on money, my motivation, and abroad, wanting to experience something different, whether it be China, Japan, and even then, if I went to China, Japan to play my football for a few years, I don't know the language myself. So, but I love like the culture, anime. It's what I'm all about. So I wouldn't mind about that. I would just. If you're on that much money that they're going to be paying you in that kind of city, or even with the money you've got, I would pay legit £200,000 a year for a fucking translator to go around. Just have a fucking translator go around with you all over Japan. I fucking would. Every day I'm buying shopping. What the fuck is this? Can you just... Alright, yeah, okay. I know what that is. I wouldn't care. I'd be like, fuck it. I'm living in a great city. I can't speak the language. I'm trying, but at the same time, I've just got a translator here because it's bollocks. Because I'm just shit at languages like that. But I would be enjoying everything else and it wouldn't bother me so much. But there you go. It is what it is. So yeah, that's my opinion on John Terry going to Aston Villa. It's, it's his choice. Oh man, this is another big question. What content can we expect in the coming year? I dread this question because I don't really know. It's more of the same, more food reviews, more gameplay, more simulations, more unboxings, more reviews. That's 5 things. More vlogs on gaming industry and whatever. That's about it really off the top of my head. If I wanted to do anything more, then maybe I could do... I don't know, because to do a vlog or go around London or have a camcorder, which is going to cost about £200, I can go around various places and talk about various things, whatever that may be. I don't even know. Because remember, when you go around the city or whatever you do, or you have to watch people don't try to steal your camera. You know what I mean? Then you've got you got to talk about something specifically. You can't just walk around London, or whatever it is, It's weird, I don't know. And even then, I'm still nervous. I won't say nervous. I still feel weird talking in public to myself or to a camera. That's weird. I can talk to myself in here and that's fine. But if I'm in a store or somewhere, which stores don't like you fucking filming in there anyway, the best of times, so they're cunts anyway. You get thrown out. Can't bother with that. But for the most part, I find people that look at me odd if I start talking into a camera. You know what I mean? It's weird. I don't know, I'm just not used to it. So I don't know what to expect from that, even if I did have a camcorder, what I would do with it in terms of vlogging and stuff like that. I don't know. But yeah, essentially guys, this is going to be more of the same. I'm not going to change too much. If something new pops up or a new interesting idea comes up, I might change. I don't know. It depends. It depends. I do a lot of content anyway that varies. Okay, it's not always related to food and stuff like that. So like I said, food's an add-on for me. So there you go. It is what it is. So I'm unsure about that right now. Okay. This next question I'll squeeze in here before the end of this video. Why do you do FIFA simulations? Okay, I love FIFA. I'm a huge FIFA fan. I'm also a Chelsea fan. I started doing FIFA simulations, and I enjoyed them to see tactically what would happen between the two teams, Chelsea versus Man U, Chelsea versus Aston Villa. Stoke is a bogey team. It's a bitch team to beat. Can't beat Tony Pulis's Stoke years ago. Now he's at Palace. Always plays a certain way. Tough team to beat. How are Chelsea going to perform against them? And that is why I do them, because I find them interesting tactically. I find the performance-wise interesting. Is Diego Costa going to bag in, fight a hat trick? Aston Villa or whoever going to stop him doing that? Whatever. It's always going to be interesting. I just find it really interesting about what the computer game in itself, AI itself, in a simulation between the two teams, one really weak, just say Watford versus Chelsea, or Chelsea versus Real Madrid, two powerful teams, a weak team versus a powerful team. I'm a Chelsea fan and our team is quite strong, so we're going to go up against whoever, but anything can happen in a team that's a game that's played in real life. The game is not played via, Hazard's a great player, so he'll win every game. The teams are a weak team versus a great team, therefore it's not played on paper. It doesn't work that way. So whatever we get in the simulation is always interesting, a different concept, and in real life, if someone's injured or someone don't show up or whatever it is, or like in terms of showing up, I mean Hazard's having an off day, Matic is having an off day, it's never going to work that way. So it's always interesting what I do. Other people do simulations, and they do massive simulations. They do Aston Villa versus Watford, they do Chelsea versus Borough, they versus whoever. They have like in a week they have 100 fucking videos out over simulations, gaining more and more fans into that universe. However, I'm a Chelsea fan. I stick to the Chelsea game. The Chelsea matches only, because I'm a Chelsea fan, and primarily probably attract more Chelsea fans than ever along. And then also that gives me views as well, but it's also interesting. People are interested in how I've changed it. Is made it better. Is instead of, well, you've got a simulation, I've got a simulation, I'll put my commentary over it, my live commentary, and I'll give you my opinion on the game. I'll give you facts. I'll give you my views on an honest opinion on this and that, and I'll say Stoke is a very hard team to break down, very difficult. I don't know how we're going to fare in this way. Right now, I personally think that Chelsea's got a small team. I don't think we'll be winning the league this year. I'll be amazed if we do. I don't think we'll win the Champions League. It's got to be one or the other. And even then, we've got to get some more players in. It's ridiculous. So it's always going to be very interesting. I expect to lose more games in the simulation than win. Especially that Arsenal game that we just did. So I do them because I enjoy them, but also they give me views over long term, hundreds of views, thousands even at a time. So, again, if I didn't enjoy doing them, I wouldn't do them. If my food reviews weren't going nowhere, I wouldn't do them. If you didn't enjoy them and no one was watching, I wouldn't do them. So just to give you an idea. So basically a couple of things. One, I do enjoy doing them, and two, they give me views. And that's basically it. I'm a Chelsea fan, that's why. And to be fair, I'm not a view whore. I don't just do things like, I could do a whole channel on simulations and then do that. I'm doing something I'm specifically interested in. Other people are interested in, then by all means, come watch, and you'll get my personal opinion. And you can't get my personal opinion anywhere else on another person's channel. You can't get that analysis of whatever I say or do, or my opinion is my opinion, and you might be interested, you might not be. It depends. So yeah, if you're a Chelsea fan, hit that subscribe button, and we'll be doing the whole year. Alright guys, that's the end of part 7. Damn. We'll be on part 8 next of this Q&A. Hey guys, welcome back to part 8, and my spine is fucking killing me. Gotta do it for the fans. Do it for the fans. If you've stuck with me thus far, thank you, Jesus. I'm amazed. Thank you so much for that. So this Q&A, part 8. And remember guys, these are all your questions and stuff like that. Okay, so now I've lost the questions. I'm near the end. Well, I say the end. I'm near the lower part now and getting to. I can see all the last remaining questions. So, FIFA Sims. Have you thought about doing vlogs? Okay, this one's going to be a brief one. First of all, what I'm doing is basically a vlog in itself. It's a vlog is when you sit there and you just talk into the camera of a topic, I believe. That's essentially what I'm doing. When I do a News Friday, that's a vlog. I just don't call it vlog. I don't call it vlog because it's News Friday. So that's the title of what the series is, and then thinking. So that's a vlog in itself. I'm talking about gaming topics specifically, but it is a vlog essentially. You know, I just don't call it vlogs. I just don't call a lot of my stuff what I do with me sitting in front of a camera a vlog, essentially. Or at least, look, if I got that wrong, like in professional terms, but vlog is when I'm sitting in front of a camera and whatever. I have been trying to do them a little bit more to update you guys, but there's not a lot of changes, so I can't speak about a lot of things in general life. It's not like, well, yesterday I went snowboarding, yesterday I shot a deer, yesterday I did this. Essentially, it's just me saying, I played this game this week, I did that this week, I'm watching this TV show. So vlogs and information are always going to be pretty much the same, and it's really ever going to change, so unless I'm updating you on something. So I know a lot of people might enjoy hearing me talk about the updates and stuff like that. There's not always a lot of updates and things, whatever, so it's hit and miss because they're just general updates videos. I could do a vlog each week about what I'm doing, maybe on how I'm feeling about a particular playthrough or whatever, but again, nothing really changes, so it'll just be the same stuff repeated. That's why I don't do a lot of vlogs talking about specific topics. It's just, well, only the News Friday videos, and I'm talking about a gaming topic, and then I'll give you an opinion and a view on it. You love it, you hate it, doesn't matter. If you don't watch it, then essentially, like I said, it is a vlog. I just ain't calling it a vlog. Go to the News Friday, and you'll see hundreds of videos of me talking about various topics, all to do with gaming though, because as I said, it is a gaming channel. So yeah, so vlogs, it has to have some kind of contents to it anyway, and I haven't really got too much to speak about some specific anyway, unless it's an update or a piece of news on gaming news. What made me decide to do food reviews? Okay, now as I said, I've already covered that. Really, I didn't really decide to do them. I just did one out of chance, and then, you know, it kicked off, and I decided to do I cook or bake? Funny question. No, a funny story. Ironically, I love to cook, and, well, I say cook. I say I would like to have cooked and have baked as a kid, making cakes with my dad and stuff like that, you know, and I always enjoyed that aspect of it. My nan baked, bread and butter pudding, apple crumble. Oh my god, apple crumble. Love it. Yeah, things like that. However, as a kid, when living with my mum and my dad would always want to cook and stuff and try and things, you know, fun stuff for kids, you know. But my mum would always bitch and say, "Oh, it's a mess. You're causing a mess. Don't do it. Don't do it." Always put off cooking. Always told not to do it. And then years later on, right, she says, "This is fucking logic." She goes, "Oh, why can't you cook?" Well, we were trying to, but we were told never to, so now you bitch about we can't cook or use the oven or whatever it is. Don't get me wrong, I can, but you know what I mean? It's like baking and stuff and all that. I probably could try, but I'm not going to say I'm sitting and say I'm an expert or anything like that. I mean, no, I wouldn't know where to begin really, you know, like cooking and all that kind of stuff. But it is an interesting concept, I know what you mean, because I could maybe film me doing something like that, but it's not, I can't cook or bake. You know, that's why I admire people who can cook and bake. I'm like, oh my god, you know, you can cook and bake. Yes, I like that about you. I'm just throwing it out there anyway. Would I ever bake my own cookies? Not really. I mean, if I did, no. I don't know, it doesn't bother me to, but again, I'm not into cooking that way, or can't, or, you know what I mean, I would like to, but I don't really know how, I suppose is what I'm trying to say, unless I just googled it or something like that, you know. Why don't you do cooking games on your channel? Okay, I can't find any cooking games, and if I think the only one I could really find was like Bread, and that was on the PC. I suppose I could play that, but even then, recording on the PC is a bitch. I just find it irritable, and I can't be bothered with it. Or I Am Bread, that's a food game. You know, you're a piece of bread going around the kitchen. And then you got some other food game. Somebody told me on the 3DS. I can't record the 3DS, so I don't believe I can. So I don't know. It is what it is. Sainsbury's or Tesco? I haven't really used a lot of Tesco, but I know I did go to Tesco the other day, and my god, I had a fucking sandwich. It was fucking terrible. It was disgusting. So Sainsbury's for me. Most of my products are coming from Sainsbury's anyway. Would I consider going on the British Bake Off? A lot of people have said this, and I suppose a lot of people who watch that show watch this. I don't know. I've been asked this many times before. No, I haven't been invited on. British Bake Off as in what? In terms of competing? Hell no. Hell no. I'm just a reviewing dude. I don't cook the stuff. If I could, then I would. But yeah, man. Oh, I don't expect I would win. If I won, I would be amazed. Like, you're talking about a novice here cooking. You're not talking about, I'm going to be stereotypical, a housewife here who's been doing it 20 years, cooked for a family. Fuck no. You know, or someone who's like 60 years old and, you know, got her mother's recipe and passed down generations. No fucking way. So no, I you know, the Great British Bake Off, it'd be insane. No, I'll be shit. I'll be terrible. I'll be out in the first round, probably told, dude, you set the kitchen on fire, you've got to leave. You know, I couldn't imagine myself being in that, because I can't cook. If I could, then I would consider it and go, yeah, that'd be good, that'd be really cool. But I can't, so you know what I mean. It's almost like me running in the Olympics with the Olympic athletes. I'm not fucking getting anywhere near that. I'm not going to be, no chance of winning. I would not, like, for example, I wouldn't just not win. I would be like there 5 hours after the place closed trying to run around that fucker. So you know what I mean? The competing would be just terrible, diabolical. You know what I mean? There'd be no point to it. What animes do you like? Oh man, that is a fucking question. Right now I'm watching Prison School and it's absolutely fucking amazing. It's got fan service in it, it's fucking comedy, the brilliant, the writing, everything. It's just absolutely brilliant. The animation is beautiful, and I'll talk about more of that in the unboxing and stuff like that I've got coming up. Sword Art Online, if you're a gamer and you want to get into anime, or you're into anime and you're into gaming, watch Sword Art Online. I know a lot of people give it hate. I absolutely love the series, especially the first season. The second one was shit, to be honest with you, but it's there anyway. And I will be doing an unboxing of that as well. Ghost in the Shell I love. Death Note is one of my favourite series. Gunslinger Girls, oh man. Attack on Titan, there's a ton of shit out there. What else have I got? Knights of Sidonia, Toradora. No, not Toradora. Yeah, it's Toradora. Sorry, I thought I was getting confused with Dora the Explorer. I was like, what the fuck? No, Toradora, Blood Lad. Oh man, High School DxD, High School of the Dead, Mirror Nikki or Future Diary. Man, I have a ton of fucking, you know, just brilliant animes, you know, and I unboxed them all for you, and One Punch Man I've got to buy as well, and 12 episodes. So yeah, I love those kind of animes, varied range. Black Lagoon as well. Oh, and Full Metal Alchemist as well, Brotherhood I've got. Let's see. What made me need a drink the most? It had to have been, I can't remember really. It was one of my earliest ones when I started doing them. I think it was a burger. I just washed down the fucking. Oh my god, it was delicious. Delicious burger, but but like all of it was like, I needed to get that down me. Fucking delicious food. I can't remember. I think it was a burger or whatever. I can't really remember what it was though. Sorry, specifically. Oh god. Okay. Who will finish in the top 4? Okay, now guys, we are getting to the end of this Q&A. It's 10 minutes now. I'm probably going to do the last bunch of questions in the next and final part. Thank you so much for watching. So I'll see you on the next part, the final part, I believe. Okay guys, I'm trying to get this as the last part of the video, at least I'm hoping. So yeah, who will finish in the top 4 is one of the questions. Okay, so, but I'm going to answer this one first before I get to that. Okay, what do you think of Lukaku joining Manchester United? Okay, Lukaku, big powerhouse, someone I wanted at Chelsea again. Said that at one point he had a point to prove to Chelsea, kind of, you know, and do the job. I think he can do the job. He scored 28 goals last season. I think he should have come back to Chelsea. He'd already loved it, seen it, and been here. There was a space opening up for him as Diego Costa supposedly is leaving, or he would compete with Diego Costa. But it was a one-for-one kind of scenario at this point. But then again, he's going. Conte has said that supposedly, so Lukaku could have slotted in and then taken his place and been a key player and whatever. We won the league last year, for fuck's sake. So I don't understand his choice of going to Manchester United instead. Why go to a club that is 5th, 6th last year? Okay, we won UEFA Cup. Well, we won the fucking league. You know, we're better. We did it better over 38 games, and we're in the cup final. Mourinho is a winner. He is a serial winner. But at the same time, he don't last. And I'm not too worried about him being, for example, at Manchester United, because he will only last 3 years anyway. He'll wreck it himself, or he'll get pissed off and leave, and therefore he will be gone from our league forever and fucked off to another place, or even retire. Who cares? And I love Mourinho, but that's me saying that. So that's just me being honest. So I'm not concerned. So here's my thought though: why would, as Lukaku, who was pissed off at Mourinho, left Chelsea and got annoyed because he thought he should have been playing first team football, then go, he sold me. He's at a club that is finished 6th the year before, or whatever, and then won the UEFA Cup. So they finished 6th or 7th or whatever it was, then won UEFA Cup, but they're not nowhere near league standard. Why then go to join that club and then try? All right, even if you said they go for the league this year coming, okay, fair enough. But last year they weren't in a position to do it. Maybe they will be this year. I don't know. Look, why would you play under a manager or want to play under a manager who already sold you? That would piss me off. I would rather go, well, Mourinho's at Man United. He sold me. I'm pissed off at that. I'm going to fucking join Chelsea. Yes, it's back where I was, but at the same time, they've got a great squad. There's a spot opening up for me. Okay, there's a spot up for Lukaku in Manchester United. But it's hard rival team, so it's a bit of loyalty there. But then again, he's gone to Everton. I mean, I would say that from a point of view of if I joined Chelsea, and again, I'm a fan of Chelsea. But if I joined, I don't know, let's just say I joined Barcelona, okay? Or Real Madrid. I'm not going to go to Barcelona next week or whatever it is, because Barcelona want me now. They're title rivals. But like your loyalty would go Barcelona and Real Madrid, one or the other. You can't be at Barcelona and go to Madrid. You can't be at Madrid and then go to Barcelona. It's bad enough if you go to Atletico Madrid after being at Real Madrid. So I know the hate has gotten down at worse, less and less over the past couple of years. But in your own moral stance, you wouldn't go there. Like if I was a Chelsea player or Man United player, you wouldn't go to Chelsea, or you wouldn't go to Arsenal, or you wouldn't go to Man City. At least in theory. So whatever. But he's gone there. He's chosen to go there, and that's fine. But I wouldn't have done it myself. I think. Will he do well? He probably will to a point. Whether they win the league or not, I don't know. A lot of people criticised Lukaku anyway, said he was lazy and thought we dodged a bullet, but at the same time, in a marketplace of who to buy, I'm having severe trouble to find out who the fuck we would buy in a lack of strikers minus Morata right now. So yeah, good luck to him. Well, no, not good luck to him. Fuck him. Not in a hateful way, but I don't want him winning the league or whatever. So I hope he fucks up for them. And whatever. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, even if we lost twice at Manchester United in 38 games and to win or lose the league, I would then say, well, yeah, you can cry at Mourinho at one stage, but what the fuck happened the other 36 games? Who you blaming then? Look in the mirror, So whatever, it is what it is. What else is there to say? Hold on, I'm trying to look for the next question. Who will finish in the top 4? This is a very, very tough question. I don't know if Chelsea are going to win the league. I think we've got too small of a squad. Okay, so let's go down. See, okay, so Chelsea, I don't know what's going to happen there. I think we have to finish in the top 4 all day long. If we win the league, I would be amazed. If maybe we get top 4 somewhere and then we win the Champions League. Again, that's just theory. I think we're going to win something, but I don't know what that something's going to be at this particular point in time. Until we get a bigger squad packed with quality, I don't think we're going to be able to win the league. We haven't got enough strength and depth. That's my opinion right now. If we use the youth, I don't know. We're not an Arsenal. We don't do miracles, but maybe I'm wrong, and all these players are real great superstars, and they go and do it. I don't know. I'll be amazed. So top 4, Chelsea's got to be in there. Don't know where they finish. Liverpool have to go for top 4. They have to. whether they win the league or not, or try and win the league, I don't know, but they have to. I think they're going to be buying. They bought 1 or 2 players in there. They bought Salah, a former Chelsea player, for £38 million, who proved himself at Roma. So I think they're going to be aiming for top 4. Manchester United also have to aim for top 4 or even win the league based on that, or at least top 4. Man United have to get top 4. Liverpool have to get top 4. Arsenal have to get top 4 as well. They nearly won the league last year, or they were in the title run at some point. Tottenham are nearly won the league, pushed us all the way last year. You know, and that was a tough battle. Exciting league title this year. They have strength and depth, but they haven't really renewed any players. They haven't brought anybody really new in. So I don't know if they're going to stick with the same squad and go for it again. I don't know if the motivation is going to be there for them, in actual fact, to do it, because there's no one putting pressure on them of bringing in new talent to push them that final third at the end of the league. I don't know. I don't think they're going to be able to do it. I think that would be too big a stretch. I think they might be in the top 4. They have to minimum go top 4. If not win the league, try and go for the league, they'll be in top 4. Manchester City, I've got to be honest with you, they have to win the league. They have to win something. If they don't win nothing this year, or don't even make top 4 or whatever, top 4 or whatever, Pep Guardiola will be sacked. There's no doubt. That's my general belief. I don't think they're going to say we're in it for long term. Yeah, they're in it for long term, but at the same time, after a year of not winning anything, or I don't believe they won anything last year, the idea of them spending 120 million, 100 million, 80 million, they spent 50 million on Kyle Walker, for fuck's sake, a right back. They have to win something, if it be the Champions League, the league, or the cup. And even then, I don't even know if the cup's going to be enough for them to say, oh yeah, you can stay. I think the fans expect more. I think the board of directors expect more. I think Pep Guardiola himself expects more from himself, and the players should expect more. So high expectations on them. They have to do something this year, or he's going to lose his job, and that will be the end of it. Because the players might get sold here and there, but then what do they care? They still get their 400 grand a week or whatever it is, 200 grand. So yeah, so Man City has got the most pressure on them, I feel, from that stance point. This year's surprise package, of course, this is looking at the squads in general, and I think that's Everton. Pickford for £30 million. They sold Lukaku, they brought in Vaughan or whatever, scored 28 goals in the Championship, or whatever it was, or lower leagues. But then again, whether that's transgression over the Premier League, I don't know. They bought a lot of good players, spent a lot of money, Everton, with a new TV deal coming in, which I think is going to be interesting. So I think Everton are going to be this year's surprise package. However, I want to say this overall. Just because the squads look big, the squads look good, the money you've spent, the quality, the game is not played on FIFA, paper, or anything else. If all these players do not perform in all these teams, it's going to fall away, and all their value for money and everything, their high expectations of how much they spent, all the good squads, what they look good and everything. You know, a lot of things in life look good, but if it runs like shit, then that's a fundamental problem, and it doesn't mean nothing. So I'm thinking that Everton right now look good in what they spent, but whether they go and perform and get that top 4, I think they've got to be aiming for top 4 based on the money they've thing. And I think they've worked their way up, and they have a right to go for top 4. But whether they do or not is a totally different story. Whether Man City finish in top 4 or Chelsea get anywhere near there, whatever it may be, doesn't mean jack shit. Expectations and reality and performance are two. Well, performance, and expectations are two different things totally. And you know. I don't know. It's going to be a crazy season this year. I don't know who's going where. All I've got to do is pray to God that Chelsea wins something, and we need more strength and depth. But without that strength and depth, we ain't going to do much. I can't see too much going on. How many more questions have I got? Alright, I've got 3 questions left. Yeah, I'll cut it off here. It's about 10 minutes, and then this will be the final part, guys. Okay guys, welcome back to the final part of this Q&A, and if you stuck out with me all this time, holy shit, thank you, you are a loyal still, or something or other, I don't know, thank you so much. Oh my god, it's unbelievable, it's gone for 80-90 minutes, Jesus. Funny enough, the last one was like 50 minutes long, so, okay, so what games are you looking forward to playing this coming year, whatever it is, you know what I mean? E3, we saw a lot of big games and stuff like that, and very exciting games. Off the top of my head, Call of Duty, and I haven't played the last one, but I will. Star Wars Battlefront 2, which I will be playing, has a story. Assassin's Creed, the new one, of course, in Egypt, and of course Far Cry, whatever that one is, new Far Cry, Hope County, whatever nut jobs in there, Christian nut jobs. Spider-Man, as well as FIFA 18. So those are the games I'm mainly interested in playing, and there's another one as well. Hold on, no, wait. I've got my Amazon wish list here. There's an Amazon wish list. Let's go down. Alright, we've got Knack 2, September. Beyond Good and Evil, I don't know about the gameplay, I'm not too sure about that, but it's on the list anyway. Wolfenstein 2, Dead Alliance, don't know. A Way Out, Assassin's Creed Origins, Anthem, I'm definitely interested in playing in. Far Cry 5, sorry, yeah, they just called Far Cry 5. Call of Duty World at War, Destiny 2 I'm interested in playing. I know I've been hating on it for the past year, but or more, but I was just disappointed with the story that they gave us. You got State of Decay 2 maybe, Uncharted, The Legacy, Grand Theft Auto I haven't played yet, Last of Us Part 2, Walking Dead I'm going to be playing at some point, Death Stranding, what else is there, New South Park, God of War maybe, Battlefield 1, I know it's already out actually. So yeah, those are the kinds of games I'm going to be interested in playing. Again, I'm playing a lot of backlog games and stuff like that. So yeah, there's a lot of different and interesting games I'm going to be playing. I mean, those are the ones that off the top of my head that I've got. I mean, there might be more that come out and stuff like that. What's the next question? Who is the best footballer on the planet? Now that's a hard one. It really is a hard one, because you're talking Messi or Ronaldo, but that's what keeps getting thrown up in the air every single year. It's like a battle between them and a award ceremony. It's like who's the best? Who's the best? Messi or Ronaldo this year? And it's basically who wins more trophies and who scores more goals. So I'm having real trouble with that. I don't really know. I can't really say who's the best footballer on the planet. If I'm looking at I don't know. I mean, what we're going on here? We're going on goals, or I don't know. I haven't watched a lot of big other teams throughout the world right now, so I can't really say. I would say Ronaldo. Just in typical fashion, if I'm not Chelsea and I'll go to Spanish football, I'm a fan of Real Madrid. If I'm not a fan of Chelsea, I'll go to Italy, I'll go to AC Milan, predominantly. It was AC Milan. I like Juventus as well, though. I wanted Buffon to win the Champions League final. Poor sod has never won it. He's one of the world's most expensive goalkeepers. So I'm going to say Ronaldo, overall, as a player. Got it all, running, pace. Even 31 years of age now, he's won it all. He's scored bags of goals. It's unbelievable. So for me, for Ronaldo is the best player in the world. And finally, the final question: Xbox One or PS4? I'm going to go PS4. I absolutely love the PS4. It's got tons of exclusives. I like the trophy system more than anything. Even with Xbox One X coming out, if I had an Xbox One X, I'd play all the Halos and the Gears on it, right? But I wouldn't play anything else on it. I'm not really interested. I would rather play my PlayStation 4 Pro that I'm going to be getting soon. I'm a PlayStation fanboy. I love all the exclusives and I love the trophy system. But ding ding, I just love it. I love it. I'm like level 8 right now. I was level 16 on my old file, and then I come up with a new file. I'm already level 8 on it, etc. So yeah, guys, for me, I'm a PS4 fanboy, but I have an Xbox One S, as you know. So I play both, but at the same time, my main console is the PS4. I do play some PC for strategy game mainly. To be honest with you, like if we're talking about who's my favorite PC game, by the way, I'll just add this in: Civilization 5, a great game. I haven't played 6, but I will play the next one, not the space one, the one that's out. It's 40 quid though. I haven't bought it. Favorite movies is another question. I must have missed this, but I don't know why I've missed it out. Somebody asked me if I was a Lord of the Rings fan. Shit, my bad. I know this is very late in the day if you've stayed on for this much. Yes, I am a huge Lord of the Rings fan. I've got all the Lord of the Rings on the Blu-ray. I've got the 3D version as well. I think it's 3D. I've got the Hobbit as well on the 3D versions. Not that I watched them in 3D, but I've got them. And I've got my 3D television or whatever. It's not 4K, unfortunately. In terms of movie series, this is one that did pop up and I forgot. Resident Evil. I love Resident Evil films. I know a lot of people don't like them. I've got all the collection now. I like the Bourne Identity collection. Comic book. Obviously, my favourite comic book hero is Batman. I've got Batman in the background all the time. Is Batman still there? I think. Hold on. I'll move. Batman's always watching me. See that? Batman was watching me.
And then I've got all the Batman movies. I absolutely fucking love them. Fast and Furious. What else have I got? Rambo. I love my war films as well. Black Hawk Down, Saving Private Ryan. What was that? Something popped up. I don't know. Something went wrong with my screen then. Predator. Doom. I know a lot of people didn't like the Doom movie. Gladiator was another great movie. So I like the new Planet of the Apes. Talking new movies, Planet of the Apes is pretty good as well. What else is there to say on movies? In terms of TV shows, that was another part of it. TV shows. Someone said, what TV shows do I watch? I love The Walking Dead. If you haven't got the access to The Walking Dead, which I don't personally, it was on Amazon Prime, but I ain't got it no more. You can watch Z Nation. That is a replacement for Walking Dead. Z Nation on Netflix. Also Narcos, whatever they want to call it. Marco Polo on Netflix as well. They've got some great TV shows on Netflix. I don't even watch TV anymore. I just go straight to Netflix. And, fucking TV shows are shit. The only thing I watch on TV is Match of the Day and maybe the news and Family Guy, whatever, or American Dad. So in terms of TV shows, guys, that's what I pretty much watch. Oh, and Rick and Morty, BoJack Horseman, great shows, great in-depth, something deeper about those shows. Rick and Morty specifically, though, is like adventurous and they go all around the world or the universe as it were, so you can do plenty of things with those. BoJack Horseman is a famous person who struggled to deal with fame and the fact that he's no longer famous, or if he is, he dwells on it. It's almost like me going everywhere and saying to everyone, I'm the cookie guy review guy. Yeah, I do the cookie review. I'm famous. Give me something for free, or just trying to recapture that moment. And he's got a house. And he's quite lonely. He finds fame difficult. He has money. He tries to find work, doing other stuff. It's a really in-depth show, and it's emotionally, and for an animation, I always like animation that you go and watch and you think, oh, it's a cartoon, right? Idiots say cartoon. It's just a cartoon. It's a cartoon animation. Well, I'll watch it. And don't expect anything deeper out of it. But then they actually find a deeper meaning in the actual content itself in BoJack Horseman, or they think of themselves, or they think, how would I deal with that situation? Real world issues, as it were, and situations in emotionally driven character. And it's pretty incredible, and it punches above its weight. Anyway, guys, that is about it for this Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's been a year since my last one. It filled out. I hope you got a lot of questions answered and things, and it entertained you. It is long. It's like 40 minutes longer than the last one. I actually wanted more questions, but at the same time, maybe people couldn't think of them. Maybe people want more game. I mean, if I had more gaming people watching, you'll probably like more gaming content and stuff like that, like in terms of more gaming questions, etc., etc. But as it's turned out, to be 40 minutes longer than I originally planned, or well, not planned, but originally 40 minutes from the last one. I know I had more subscribers, but of course less people are watching more than there were originally, so I understand that. I mean, not like I got 4,000 people asking me questions. I had like 40, 50 people, I don't know, maybe it's something like that. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. I will leave a couple of vids relating to me specifically in the annotations and in the links in the description below if you want to know the full story of why I started YouTube and how I dealt with depression, and my previous vlog, those two videos specifically, and you can watch those if you want to see anything more like this and know further in depth more about me, because there's different questions answered, some of them the same, some of them not. That goes on for an hour. Don't forget to follow my NAC playthrough. It's already up and started. Halo has completed now. There will be a simulation out this week as well. So yeah, tons of content for you to watch. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy my content. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Links will be in the description below. Also, you can donate to my channel if you want to via PayPal or Patreon, but I prefer PayPal. It's more direct and, it's simpler for you guys. And I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.